Hey, there's somebody. What's happening there over on Twitter? One Austin dude, John H. I'm not even sure how to say that. Fur Raiders. Fur Raiders haters. What's happening, Twitter? What's going on, guys? Trying to get live here everywhere, and let's go ahead and jump into it. Curious if anybody fell for this bull trap. Not live on YouTube. Rats. There we go. Charlie Nguyen, Debbie, Hassan. Hey, what's happening, guys? What's happening, everybody? Live on YouTube. Man, something is going on here. So, first of all, guys, I'm just going to look right at the camera and say to all of you, I'm sorry I was Elmer Fudd yesterday. I had a super shit day, pardon my language. I had a terrible day at the office, and it was also a brutal day in the market. So I apologize for being a drag yesterday, but I'm back today. I'm in a better mood, although I still think it's a bull trap. Yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it here, guys. All right, I think I'm live everywhere now. Survey says yes. All right, great. What's happening? For Raiders, I should be live on YouTube now. Thank you for letting me know that I was not. So Charlie, what's happening? That's a bold bet there, Charlie. Can we go over DKED again? Sure. What's happening, Arden? What's happening? Most of you guys, I don't know, do you mean you guys being YouTubers? Because, I mean, we're all just a bunch of dudes on YouTube, so, and women, for that matter. We're just a bunch of humans on YouTube expressing our opinions. So who knows? But, you know, we still haven't broken anywhere out of the downtrend. I see a little pump, and I think that is largely due to the great news, which I think truly is great news, is that the SEC decided that Ethereum and Bitcoin are not securities, which is great news overall. Don't think it's, you know, all the SEC news so far this year has basically only amounted in the same sort of little pumps like that. You know, over time, but it is great news overall. I'm happy. And I'm very happy about that, and I think that's a good thing long term. So hopefully less people will be freaking out and worrying about needing to close out of their position on Ethereum. I think it was very obvious that this was great news for most people, because look at this candle. Here, hold on a second. Let me kill this old fib here, because what is even the point of this at this juncture? Get out of here. But massive volume coming in on accompanying that announcement, and unfortunately it's been trading a little bit sideways ever since, which is why, again, volume tapering off, histogram curling down, already posted a bear cross. Again, this is only on the 30-minute, but it's having a significant amount of resistance getting past that 535 mark. That being said, it was a better play. If you were feeling like you were had the stones to swing trade it yesterday, certainly was the better play, because it was up higher than Bitcoin by a significant margin earlier. It has since cooled off and is kind of leveled out, but it was up closer to 10%, where Bitcoin was only up like closer to 6%. So anyway, I think Ethereum would have been the winning play, and I have actually put in some buy orders accordingly, expecting it to go down again. Who knows if we'll see another bump, but I did put some buy orders in myself between the 450 and 490 areas, just to see what happens. So if we continue to go in an upward direction, great. I'm great with that. But I don't see any reason that not to put in some super low buys in that area, because I do think we might be headed back to that area. And Ether is one that I'm looking to accumulate more of in the long term. So what's happening, Jay-Z Drift? Hey, welcome to the stream. BTC entry for ETH. All right, let's see. What would I do in this situation? Hold, please. Do I have that up here already? Nope. All right. ETH BTC. There we go. So RSI is looking not so hot, and looks like histogram cooling off on the larger intervals. all kind of confirming that. Smaller intervals, same. In fact, already about to dip. So honestly, it's, and I would say be careful with this, because again, I think you want to set it low. So here's what I would say. This, I mean, you guys know my style, right? This is ultimately the way I'm gonna pretty much recommend any trade. Is you could ladder in some buys anywhere between about this area here, so 74. So if I was going to look at BTC versus ETH, yeah, I'd say I could put a buy order in there about, what is this, 743, 1384, and I would ladder those buys up to probably about the tip of this candle here at 75, 54, 200. So again, I just generally I'm like a catfish, man. I'm steady trying to do the bottom fishing plays. I don't see any reason to try to pay for more for something than you need to. So I'm totally fine with setting the buys in there, and then I would just wait for the trade to come to me. Because again, I still think we're in a downtrend. I still think we're in a bear market, and that is my opinion. So by all means, make your own decisions. But this doesn't look good, guys. This is why I say right here, right? So it's basically encountering this resistance at this 78 level, and we see 1, 2, 3, and I bet you this next candle breaks. I don't know if we plummet back down, but I bet you we're going to see that break. That would be, I don't know actually. It's just looking on these smaller intervals, looks like maybe there's enough volume to sustain some sideways trading for a little while, but if it does not exceed that resistance level there, obviously we're going to break back into the downtrend. Hourglass, what's happening? So Hassan, I hope that was a sufficient answer to your question. I keep looking at this thinking symmetrical triangle, but so this, guys, is generally a bullish indicator. What? The black line is not going to do me any good. This is generally a bullish thing. When you've got a nice bullish momentum going, and it's starting to form that nice symmetrical triangle off of there, generally that indicates bullish, but I'm still not 100% convinced. So like I said, I put some low buy orders in with USD, assuming that it is going to come back down, and if it doesn't, then fine, I'll wait for confirmation. Yeah, I still think we're heading to 5K BTC as well. I think we'll. I thought actually we would have seen 5K. I think, in fact, if we hadn't seen the pump that we saw today, I think we would have already been getting a little closer to that 5K range. So I think we had a temporary reprieve with with the good news from the SEC today, but I think ultimately there's not enough new money coming into this market. And for the matter, I mean, this is ultimately, it tells the tale right here, right? I mean, we've seen increasing volume over the last few days. We were clear down at the 14 billion, which is terrible. So we are increasing, but remember this, guys, if you go look at videos from even maybe 2 weeks ago, this was $25 billion in volume a day. That's a huge difference, right? And I mean, we're not even at 300. This was, in fact, we've lost a little bit of market cap from when I was looking at it earlier today. We were at 290 and we're down to 288 billion. So Bitcoin's dominance remains high. I think that indicates that nobody is willing to go back into the alts yet, unless it's specifically one that they are trying to add to their long-term stack. But as I always say, as goes Bitcoin, so goes everything else. So I don't see any reason to go into alts heavy right now. And in fact, I said yesterday I was going to close out some of my positions, and I actually went into my Bittrex and got rid of a few things, which I wanted to share with you guys. So give me just a second here. Let me pull this up on my laptop, and I do want to share this with you guys. So a long time ago, I had gotten into a couple of the weed coins because I thought, hey, this seems like a good way to deal with the fact that they can't put money in the banks, until I thought about it a little further and realized they don't need a specific pot coin or whatever. They need Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other token would effectively accomplish the same amount of ability to transfer and store value more or less than a specific coin dedicated to that. So anyways, I closed out. I had some hemp coin and some pot coin that I had closed out of. I also closed out a position on Lisk, and I also closed out a position on Einsteinium, which again was just something I'd had a bag that was just sitting around, and I actually bought a little bit just to clear it out, which is not a practice I would necessarily recommend, but I just was tired of looking at it. What's happening, Jeff B? Yeah, I'm definitely, you guys can tell I'm in a little bit better mood today, right? So, again, it's you got to react to the market, and I guess every day can't be a great day. And again, I'm not just going to come on here and be like, guys, HODL gang, because I think why get wrecked if you don't have to? And so again, I'm sorry I was a great big bummer yesterday, but hopefully I got a little bit better information today, or at least a little better outlook. Again, I do still think we're in a downtrend, and until the market shows me otherwise, I have to trade based on that. But I'm not as much in the doldrums today, at least. So I am wearing my my No Weak Hands shirt in in solidarity of not closing out my entire position in Bitcoin. So anyway. What's happening? FZJ 80, not a bummer. Honest is what we want. Well, hey man, I do try to be as honest as possible. And yesterday, I just felt like I got kicked in the junk between work and the market, and so I was a bummer, and I know that. So I'm sorry I was a bummer, guys. Anyway, let's see what else. What's everybody saying? Coinbase Index went live. Yep, that's good news. How timely, lol. Stacking nines. What's happening? 250K minimum investment. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, great news for hopefully bringing some of that institutional money into the market. I still don't think the institutional money is going to enter until we see more regulation and less volatility, because institutional money doesn't want to be playing with these swings, I don't think. Otherwise, I think they would have gotten in already. So that's that. Let's see. How about EOS buyback in used in USD? All right, let's take a look at that. Everybody's favorite EOS. Oops, that's EOS BTC. Hold on one second. EOS dollar, Bitfinex, sure. All right. Let me get my fib. Excuse me, sorry. Just literally wolfed down some dinner before I came on here, so I apologize if I'm burping into the microphone there. Man, to be honest with you, EOS is right in the range where I usually like to pick things up. Now, again, this is, I think, entirely dependent on what Bitcoin does, and Bitcoin has not shown me enough signs of a bullish reversal for me to be confident in saying get in on this right now. So again, I would say sit out, but ultimately, if you're just mandatory need to add this to your stack, you could do my favorite plays, right? You can wait for those whales to stop loss hunt somebody. Hold on, this auto scales on again. So you can wait for the whales to stop loss somebody and put in some buys just under that fib level, because very often what we'll see is basically it'll come down to where that fib level is and bounce off it. Note, guys, that when I drew that starting back over here up to the recent all-time high, and just look how well these things line up with the fib levels, right? So that's always a good bet as far as where you could anticipate the fluctuation would be. So that's what I would say. So what is that, like $9? Yeah. Yeah, I would say that somewhere around, the $9 range up to just below that fib level, and I wouldn't go a penny over it, and I would set my stop loss basically. If you're putting in a buy order, if I put in a buy order at 9 in this current market, I would just wait for the next candle up, and I would just move my stop loss up accordingly, is what I would do, actually. This would be one I would probably keep an eye on and actively trade, like day trade style, rather than swing trade and set it and walk away. But if you are going to walk away from it, then set your stop loss at like 880. That's what I would say. I would set my stop loss about $8.80, something like that. That way you don't lose too much, depending on how much you're investing. All right, let's see. What else? All right, I still think we're heading 5K. We've been over that. Next target heading to 48, 5,200. Perhaps. Hopefully we don't go that low, but I think our next big support is about 5,800 for Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens. If we can stay in the range that we're in right now, which again, I'm not confident in that assessment, it just can't hold, right? It just doesn't want to seem to. See, already curling over. RSI is looking a little bit better on these smaller intervals, but this, I don't really like how that MACD is about to post a bear cross there. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just it until it can break through the resistance at 6,800 and then get back into the 7K range and then break through the resistance that we're definitely going to see at the like 7,600 range. I just don't. I can't turn my short-term bullish on. I just can't. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but this is me, guys. Let's see. Would you short EOS right now? I don't short anything ever. Where is the Indian host? He is Mr. Compton. I can answer that. Snay is off working on the ICO. So, in fact, if any of you guys are in San Francisco, you can come say hello to us at the Monarch booth. We will be there at the Blockchain Economic Forum this weekend, starting Sunday, and we will be there until Wednesday, I believe. So if you guys would like to come say hello in person, we will be there, and come stop by the Monarch booth and say hello. But that is the short answer to where the Indian guy that usually hosts the show, Snay, is off running things with the ICO. So that's that. Anyway, all right. EOS will dip also with BTC. Agreed, Fitness Health. That is my opinion. It's everything. I say that as goes Bitcoin, so goes the rest of the market. Literally in every stream, probably multiple times in a stream. And so again, I can't strongly advise to get into any alts right now because I think Bitcoin is still going to break down. So that's that. My views on Coinbase not listing XRP. It's not decentralized. It doesn't fit the framework. It's not getting listed. Period. That's just that. It's not decentralized. It doesn't fit the framework for what they expect out of a token to be able to be listed on their exchange. And I don't think it ever will be. It doesn't matter that they're so close. I think they're pals, and I think they talk, the CEOs of both organizations, because they are right down the street from one another in San Francisco. But until Coinbase either changes its policy on what the requirements are for it to list a new token, or Ripple gets more decentralized, which I don't see happening, I don't think it's getting listed. So, next question. Let's see, what else? Stacking 9. Good time to get in, you think, around 340 sats? Seems like a bargain. GoChain. I don't know. I haven't looked at GoChain. Let's see. Where is that? KuCoin? What are you looking at? BTC? It's not really a lot of history there, is it? Is this? I'm assuming this is the. Yeah, ETH Classic is getting listed on Coinbase, Hassan. That's correct. It hasn't shown up yet, but that is also what I read. That was the announcement. There is just flat out not enough information here for me to give you an opinion on this coin, because this can't be right. Because it's been listed for less than a day. I just got trolled. Well played, sir. All right, let's see. Icon mainnet token swap finally on its way. Even though it's been beaten to hell, I still believe in the project. Hope the price plummets even more. Well, I mean, that is the one nice upside to down markets, is if you are long-term bullish on a project, you get your favorite cryptos on sale. Again, I just recommend keeping very tight stop losses when you do that, because in a down market, the alts are going to take a heavier beating than Bitcoin. That it just is. All right, let's see what else. As my wife would say, that's where we find ourselves. Deal with it. Yeah, fair enough, Jeff B. All right. Let's see. I thought ETH Classic. Yeah, okay. I addressed that. Yes. And that was like I said, that was the last thing I read as well. GoChain just came out of ICO. Well, that's why there's no exchange information on it. I've done zero fundamental analysis on this. I don't know anything about this project, so I can't really speak to if I think it's good or not, or what kind of legs I think it has long term, because I literally know nothing about it. But just yeah, if it's only been listed this long, I can't really give you any solid fundamental analysis on this either, because there's literally like, what do we got here? Let's see. Oh, 3 days worth, yeah, and it's down. It's down from 3 days after ICO. So, why are we even talking about this? Crypto Market TV. Oh man, Medalla Beer, yeah, Puerto Rico. That place was. I had so much fun in Puerto Rico, man. I'm a little sad that we didn't end up moving our operation out there. Not too sad because I'm in LA and I love it here. But yeah, we had a great time. So I don't know who you are, Crypto Market TV, but I probably would recognize your face if I saw you. So glad we ran into each other, and thanks for watching the stream. All right, Hourglass. Cryptosomniac, do you suggest a crypto CPA or a regular CPA for taxes? I'm a bit turned off to trade out of positions. Yeah, that's fair. So I have a CPA who is actually pretty savvy with crypto, and I interviewed her exclusively for our Moon Lounge members a little bit earlier this year, and I just released that to everybody. So you can actually see that on the channel now. So if you want to know a little bit about it, and she is taking clients, so you can definitely give her a call. She gives her contact info at the end of it, and she's pretty savvy with crypto. So yeah, I definitely recommend finding somebody that has some experience with it, just because a lot of CPAs are afraid of it, and so they don't really know the little nuances that can help you not get eaten up in taxes. But there's some information if you want to know. Like I said, there's some information on that webinar. So yeah, check it out. It's about 30-40 minutes long, and she shares some of her creative ideas to work around taxes. Again, nothing illegal. That's why I brought her on, is because these are all legal ways to help shelter your gains from the IRS. So I think it's pretty good and worth your time. So yeah, you should check it out. All right. Current market shows consensus 2018 failed. Consensus failed. Yeah, I'd say that. Consensus did nothing for the market. Consensus was basically just a giant money grab by the conference organizers. I didn't go, but Snay told me it was a total shit show. I saw multiple people give that report, and Snay did go for Monarch. So yeah, I don't think Consensus had the effect that people thought it would this year at all. All right, so let's see. Thoughts on BCH? Thoughts on BCH are, I don't touch it. If you would like me to look at it, I will in just a minute. But Michael, you've asked me like 5 times, I think, about Decred. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look at Decred. Let's do that for you, bud. All right, hold up. Let me find it. There we go. For adding to long-term stack, boy, it just keeps going, doesn't it? Well, it's at all-time high right now, so don't buy it now. I wouldn't. I definitely would not go put myself into a position anytime anything is at all-time high. That's my opinion, is do not buy at all-time highs. So, but boy, that's sure been on a nice tear lately, hasn't it? If I was really looking at picking something like this up, I would actually just put my entries, just below the fibs at the end of the candle wicks, and put I would put my stop loss at about 12.9, 129.3608. That's where I put my stop loss. But yeah, this is at all-time highs right now, so I can't in good conscience tell you that I would make a play on this at all because I don't buy things at all-time high. Charlie Lee obviously holding DCR for long term. Oh, I'm sure he'll tell you that if you can't if you can't handle Decred at $5, then don't buy it, and then it'll dump. I don't know. I'm kidding. That's just what happened with Litecoin. All right. So Decred, yeah, like I said, just put your if I was gonna put buys in on this, I'd put them. I'd put them. I think you'd be safe to put some buys in. I think it would be safe to put some buys in between 137K and 138K sats, somewhere in there. 138.8 and like 137, 136.9, something like that. Will Bitcoin ever be dethroned? Eventually, but no time soon. That's what I think. Eventually, but no time soon. Yeah, so that's what I'd have to say about Decred. I would, yeah, it's at all-time highs. Don't buy at all-time highs. Never enter a position at all-time highs. What happened to people that bought in at Bitcoin in December? You know what I'm saying. All right. Oh, what's up, Trotsky? What's going on, man? All right, let's see. BCD after hitting 91, now 2.5. BCD? Oh, Bitcoin Diamond? No, I don't mess with any of those. I don't miss it. I have some Bitcoin Cash because I held some before. I held Bitcoin before the fork happened. I think I've purchased $100 worth of Bitcoin Cash at some point to trade it. And other than that, I don't mess with any Bitcoin forks at all. Bitcoin private, any of that. I don't. Those are all scams in my opinion. I don't mess with it. Dethroned by market cap or USD. I think what they're asking is Bitcoin going to stop being the currency that everything is pegged to? There are things that could contribute to that, like more fiat on-ramps, more fiat pairings with alts. Yeah, so and ultimately, guys, honestly, really definitely Bitcoin will be dethroned at some point because with all the new technology and all the advancements, Bitcoin is archaic and slow. It's just got the longest blockchain and the most people working on it, which is what I think really gives it its resilience currently. It's just that it has a robust team and the longest blockchain. It's the first. But, it's with 30-minute confirmation times and things like that, it's just there's going to be something that comes along that eventually everybody is going to say, yeah, that one. I don't know what that is. I'm not even going to speculate on it, but it's crazy to think that that's not going to, eventually we stopped riding horses. So, should you buy Ethereum Classic? I'm not buying Ethereum Classic. That being said, it is an IOHK. It is an IOHK product, and you guys know that I'm a fan of Cardano, and you guys know that I'm a fan of Charles Hoskinson. So if you feel like you want to get in on Ethereum Classic, okay, I'm not even bothering with it. But that's just me. So if you'd like, I can see if I can take a look at it. Oof, that's ugly. Sure is cheap, isn't it? Well, it looks like this has some pretty strong support here at about 1330 to 1340, somewhere in there. So if I was super hot to get into this coin, I might put in some buys there, but why? I don't know. But what about this project other than the fact that it just got listed or got rumored to be listed for Coinbase? Again, I thought it was official. I was actually just looking today, wondering why it wasn't there. But other than that listing rumor, I mean, it already had its pump. That's over now. So, what about this makes you think that you would want to hold on to it long term? That's what my question to you would be when you're asking, should I buy it or not? And you would have to make your own decision based on that. All right. My thoughts on Litecoin are, I really wish I would have sold my Litecoin when Charlie Lee decided to sell his. That's what my thoughts on Litecoin are. Let me illustrate something. So here's Bitcoin's chart. And watch. All this I'm going to go to Litecoin now. Oh, it's exactly the same chart. Pretty much. All right? You would have had an extra percentage gain today on Litecoin. What's the point? Thoughts on B token. I think it was a great idea. I am not sure why it does so terrible. Let's. That's one thing I've actually never charted on here. All right, not there. Let's see if it's on Coinigy. You got to be kidding me. All right, hold on. I had somebody tell me about. Oops. There we go. See if I can find it over here. Oops. Sorry, guys. Still getting used to this one. Where was the search again? Oh, duh. Right in front of my face. Okay. Am I tripping? B is the ticker. Well, I'm not even going to bother to chart it on CoinMarketCap. You guys know I hate doing that. I can't. The charts are useless to me. They're not useless to other people, but they're useless to me. Whatever. We'll look at it there. Why not? Boy, just has not done well since ICO, has it? Hasn't done well at all since ICO. Well, yeah, I mean, again, with a lot of these projects, user adoption is really what's going to drive the value of it, is people utilizing it. So, I mean, this is an existing product on the market. I don't know why this hasn't done better, to be honest with you. All right, let's see. Because it's on Coinbase and it's cheap as chips. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, you know, if you're looking for low dollar coins, maybe ETCs for you. I don't know. Other than it's a low cost coin, it's already had its pump. I don't know anything about it that's fundamentally better than Ethereum that makes me want to go pick it up rather than just continuing to add to my ETH stack. That's just me. All right, please look at Track. Yes, let's look at Track. Did you guys see the interview I did with those guys? They are awesome. Giga and Tomas. I didn't say their names at the beginning. I knew how to pronounce Tomas, but I did not know how to pronounce Giga. Z-I-G-A, but it has one of those cool little tilde things above it. Anyway, if you guys saw that interview, super well-spoken guys, very articulate, very intelligent, had all the answers to our questions. We didn't prep for that at all. Basically, I just was like, give me your Skype address and we'll let's bring you on. I'm actually more solid on that project. I liked that project beforehand, but I'm more solid on that project after talking with them. So let's see, where's track? Good heavens. All right. What? Are you kidding me? There we go. Well, it dipped a little bit, as did everything here, but I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing fundamentally that I like about these guys, in addition to the fact that it's a protocol, right? So they're working on being able to plug their blockchain solution in with legacy systems. You don't steer a ship overnight. That's a great way to gain user adoption. And these guys have consistently hit the goals on their roadmap. You know, they deliver on time. I think overall this team is solid. So that being said, if I were looking to get in on this now, I'd say you could ladder some buys. I would say I would ladder buys between 2077 and just at the tip of that wick 2172. But I would set a super tight stop loss. And in fact, I would even set a target exit for that trade at right around 24. So I mean that's for a tiny short swing. If you're just looking to pick some up long term, I would say if this was something I was looking to add to my long term stack right now, it's probably right in my range. Let's see. Yep, sure is. Sure is. So now again, I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I don't know if putting your money into alts right now is wise. I don't know that I'll be putting any. I closed a bunch of my alt positions out today, so that's where I'm actually at. But I do like this project long term, and I think they have a pretty solid likelihood of gaining market adoption. So long term, I would say this is potentially anywhere in here could be a good price, but again, I would set my stop loss super tight at just under that wick there. I'd set a stop loss at about 19. That's what I would say on track. All right, let's see what else. Yes, I will always give you honest opinions, guys. I saw Stacking Nine say the most honest opinion on Litecoin ever. I mean, it's true, man. I try to be as honest as I possibly can. And I will say this too, guys, like, I'll change my opinion on things. If I'm presented with new information, I definitely will change my opinion. I think anybody who is reasonably intelligent, it will change their opinion when presented with sufficient new evidence to the contrary of their current bias. And if you don't do that, then that's a bummer. You're too stubborn for your own good. All right, let's see. Michael Bell says, B doesn't look like there's enough demand. It's going down. I focus on the top 30 coins for 95% of my portfolio. Another 5% might go into small market cap. Michael Bell, you sound like a man that plans his trades and trades his plans. Well done, sir. I commend you. All right, let's see. Bitcoin scam. Exactly. I was just not even going to address it. Yeah, I just wasn't even going to address it. Thoughts about TMT? I don't know. What is TMT? Let's see. What is that at the ticker for? Let's see if I can find the ticker here, I guess. All right, my thoughts on that are it hasn't been listed long enough for me to do anything on it. This I can't. There's been on the exchange for 2 days and it's got 2 red candles. That doesn't look good to me. I don't know what this project is. I don't know anything about this project. I can't give you a solid opinion on that. And for the record, it's already listed on KuCoin because that's where I just charted it. If it's on Cardano, I'm definitely interested to know more about what it is. Traxia, sweet. I'm writing that down. Or I'm typing it in over here. Traxia. You wanted me to go research it for you. That's fair. That's fair. That's actually a good way to do it, guys. Seriously, if there's anything that you guys are, dying to get full reports on, you can join the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Because I'll tell you this: 9 times out of 10, if enough people tell me about a good project that I find, and then I look into it a little bit, and we do some research, I'll get one of my writers to do a thorough write-up on it and do a heavy research, and then we release that to the Advantage. So I feel like I didn't even talk about the Advantage at all yesterday. So all kinds of cool news going on that. You can so we've switched it up. I've been talking about recently we were doing a 14-day free trial. Well, we have since migrated. We were using Slack, and we've since migrated over to Discord. So you can now join and get access to a couple of our channels in the Discord for free. So no free trial. You can just come over and check that out. And then if you think that is worth it, then you can upgrade to be an Advantage subscriber and get access to the really good stuff, which is being able to have full-time access to 24 hours a day TAs. I know you guys have seen a couple of streams from Amal, and he is brilliant technical analyst. Super sharp. I feel like I'm pretty savvy, but I definitely bounce my ideas off them all regularly. He's a real advantage. We've also got Jordan in there, who is quite an expert on short-term scalps, swing trades, and arbitrage. And I don't short the market, but we've got a gentleman in there, James, who is actually extremely savvy on margin trading and shorts. So all kinds of different styles in there, and you can carry this all around in your pocket. Just all you got to do is go over and join the Cryptosomniac Advantage. So again, you click in, click the rocket, and then once you've gotten in, you can register for the Discord and get access. You'll have all kinds of access to different reports. So you guys want to know what kind of projects we're really into? Here you go. We just had a recent report come out on Hedera Hashgraph. I think I've mentioned several times that I think that is fascinating technology, and an ICO I wish I would have gotten in on, but I did not. Full breakdown. I did this full breakdown report on Trade.io. That has been doing killer lately. Elastos, a decentralized new internet, Loki, so all kinds of stuff, plus weekly analysis from Amal. We definitely try to provide a ton of content and a ton of value, and you can join the Advantage, and you can get into our Discord for free. And then if you decide you wanted to have access to the reports and the ICO chat channel and the full-time technical analyst channels, then you can upgrade and become a member of the Cryptosomniac Advantage, and we would love to have you be in our community. So anyway, that's enough about Cryptosomniac Advantage for the moment. Do you still believe we will see a bull market this year? I don't know, man. I do not know. Yes, Sean, of course I am. Of course I'm going to make you join to get the full reports. That is that's what we're doing here, is we are leveraging our community. So if you want those reports, you got to be a member of the Advantage. So let's see what else. But yeah, that good call, FZ. I'm definitely gonna look into Traxia. Yeah. Grav, hey, my pleasure. Happy to help answer your questions. Yeah, you doing well on that stacking nines? Yeah, Trade.io, boy. Man, oh man, that look at this. This coin has been bonkers lately. Just mooning. Looks like it's encountering some pretty heavy resistance there at the 7,500 sats level. But I suspect that people are probably going to hold on to this. So this looks like it could be a cup and handle. We'll see what happens, over the next few days. But they've got a gang of airdrops coming out because this is a platform coin in addition to being an exchange token. Sorry, I'm bordering into shill territory at this point. I just think there's a lot of good reasons to hold on to that token, and I think I'm excited to see their exchange come out. That's an exchange that I will very likely be taking advantage of. It's pretty neat. Anyway, all right. On Trinity, well, I know it's a scaling solution for the Neo blockchain, which is necessary. We did an interview, actually, was it Sam or Snay? I can't remember, but we had an interview with David Lee, probably back February, March, maybe? Must have been March, yeah. But we did an interview with them, so it sounds like an interesting project, and, is as Ether has scaling issues, Neo is in a similar boat. Trinity is got a solution that's a side chain, and potentially it could do well. I think Neo probably still has potential long term. I'm a little more of an ontology person myself as far as which way I'd be leaning, but again, that's just my opinion on it. I took a little profit of TO, only a small amount to put into GoChain. Fair enough, man. You are shilling that GoChain today. I'm gonna have to look into that as well because I don't know enough about it to. I don't know enough about what it is. But yeah, you guys know me. I always say take profits when profits are to be taken. If I ever have anything do this, I'm for sure taking profits, especially once you see the first red candle. You can look at these on these larger intervals, but as soon as you see the first red candles, start setting your exits. All right, fair enough, Sean. I'm just saying enough people have mentioned it. I'm like, I wonder if this is sometimes guerrilla marketing tactics, is to go talk about a coin in people that have an audience's stream. I don't know. I'm always like, Well, let's take a look at Trinity. We'll see. Do we want to pair it with its pal, Neo? Not good. Not good. Not good. But unfortunately, Neo is probably pretty much the same chart, right? Wait a minute, what? Where is the BTC Neo? Am I blind? What is happening? Okay, well, apparently my brain decided to just stop working in the middle of this. There we go. All right. Yeah, so I mean, it's Trinity is basically following Neo on its downward path lately. Yeah, so if there's Neo and Trinity, I bet you this will look largely the same. Oops. Even worse drop off. So yeah, I don't like the looks of that much at all. Yeah, I mean, why bother? Why at this point? Until Neo starts to go back up, why start to deal with? Well, why start to invest in its scaling solutions, right? Because if Neo is going down, that means it's not getting adoption or use, and why would you invest in a solution that fixes a problem that it has when it's fundamentally flawed? And I don't think that Neo is fundamentally flawed. I'm just saying, like, if it's already got a problem that's causing investors to scale out, why would you scale into a solution that is specifically for that problem? Make sense? All right. Well, we'll see. I think I got another 5-10 minutes in me here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. And here is why. We are actually, speaking of webinars, we're actually going to be hosting a webinar over in the Moon Lounge. So here's another good chance for anybody who's been wondering. If you would like to sign up now, you can jump in. So we'll have another good hour and a half of this. Myself and Jordan will be going over different projects and talking TA skills, specifically about why we plan our strategies the way we do. So if you want to get inside my head a little bit more, and Jordan's especially, you know, I would say that knowing the way Jordan thinks in this market would probably suit many people well, because he is quite good at arbitrage and quite good at scalps on the short terms. So I think that you might enjoy the conversation if you like watching these streams. Anyway, yeah, you subscribe to the channel. Right on, Sean. Appreciate that, man. And while we're on the subject, guys, smash that thumbs up button. So if you think we're putting out good content here at Cryptosomniac, if you value an honest opinion who's not coming on here to just shill and actually tells you what I actually think the market is going to do, instead of just telling you to go look at things so that hopefully I don't end up getting caught holding a bag. That's just not my style. So if you value that sort of thing, smash that thumbs up and hit that bell, because we on pretty regularly. I will tell you guys now, we're probably going to be, the first couple of days of next week, we're probably going to be out, because we are going to that blockchain economic forum. So I don't know that we'll see many streams before Thursday next week. I do have an interesting interview scheduled for you guys on Sunday, so that will go live Sunday morning, so keep an eye out for that. And trying to think if I've got any other cool content I can put out for you guys while I'm away. We'll certainly do my best. But if you miss us while we're away, I know where you can find us, which is over in our Discord at the Cryptosomniac Advantage. So another good reason to join is you carry us around in your pocket. What more could you ask for? All right, guys. Thanks, Hassan. Thanks, guys. Honestly, seriously, I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm still very grateful that I get to do this for my job. I'm still very bullish in the long term on crypto, so don't let my bad attitude yesterday fool you. But again, I do think I think you should be realistic, and I think it's okay to cut your losses or to prevent further bleeding if you are. And then I also think that by the same token, on the flip side of that is it's never a loss if you don't sell, but no reason to ride it till the wheels fall off. Anyway, guys, let's give away some free crypto. How about that, huh? Do you know what you got to do for free crypto? Anybody? I need you to put a comment on YouTube with your ERC20 address, right? So I need your wallet address, not your private keys, your wallet address, and I need that underneath here, not up here, not in the chat. This is not going to get you eligible. Underneath, put a comment below, and that will make you eligible for the free crypto. So that's on YouTube. Then on Facebook, give me a like and a share. And then on Twitter, give me a retweet. And that's all you got to do to be eligible. So, people have been winning like crazy lately. I had somebody win twice recently just because people aren't following directions. So if you just follow directions, you're going to be eligible. It's pretty easy. All right, guys. So let's do this. Let me pull up my random number generator. And today, 1 through 3. So today will be 1 for Facebook, 2 for Twitter, 3 for YouTube. Close my eyes and click it 3 times. Survey says number 3, YouTube. All right. And so look at all these comments. Look at this. Boise, that's a regular. Doc Wicked, boy, this poor dude. I should definitely reply to him. I hate when I read stuff like this. I'm sorry. Anyway, look at all this. There is seriously one person on here that put their ERC20 address. You can't comment without your ERC20 address, or I can't give you any free crypto. So I got to have your ERC20 address. So it looks like, frankly, by default, Sean Kaiser won the contest here. So Sean, congrats. I will have my staff reach out to you and get you some free crypto. And again, guys, if you want to be eligible for this, we do this every day, especially now that I don't suck at it. So we do this every day. And if you wanted to be eligible, all you got to do is comment down below with your ERC20 address, just like this guy did right here. You don't even have to say anything. You can say stuff if you want, but you just need to comment with your ERC Trony address, and then give me a like on Facebook and a share, and give me a retweet on Twitter, and you're eligible. So that's all you got to do for the next one. I should be on tomorrow, so I hope I will see you guys on then. And till then, keep your stop losses tight. This is Jason at Cryptosomniac. Love you guys. See you later.